Hi there, and welcome into the third annual Heart Men's Volleyball Media Day. I'm your host, Jillian Carroll. You can also find me on the morning show on KCTV5 News, but today I'm really excited to be hosting. And speaking of the excitement, next up, we have defending Heart Men's Volleyball champions and Coach of the Year, Michael Telemontes, of course, and defending Heart Setter of the Year, Eduardo Sabi. Guys, thank you so much for your time today. How we doing? Are we all cold? I think we are.
Yeah, we're freezing over here, but we can still practice, so it's no worries.
That's it.
Spoken like a true coach there. Let's just jump into it, Coach. Another stellar year for your Pirates. Last season, a trip to the NAIA National Semifinals, your third in a row, and a Heart Championship. Congratulations, by the way, sir. How much did that mean to your program to not only return to the Fab Four, but also win your first ever Heart regular season and tournament title last year?
It meant a lot to the group. Like we're new to the conference, so like you said, it's our third year. So just kind of getting used to the landscape and how everything goes. And so, we set our sights on that one, winning both, and it was a great run. We had a lot of big wins along the way. Winning it at home in the conference tournament championship against Grandview. A stellar program was awesome, but yeah, we're living off it, but we're ready to get back to work.
I love that mentality. Get back to work. Let's talk about the squad, starting with this guy right here. Of course, your Heart Setter of the Year, Eduardo. What does he bring to the team, and what does he mean to the team?
Well, I think last year as a freshman, everything was kind of new to him. So, going down to this gym, facing this opponent, tendencies, everything's just new. Did a great job. Like, I'm not saying he didn't do a great job, but having him come back, having him understand the core, because we've got a lot of returners, the core of the team, what we're going to need to do, having that kind of leadership at the setter position is crucial to winning it all. And, we've got 5 national championships. We're always searching for number 6. So when you've got a quarterback like that who knows the game, knows his team, and is experienced, it's going to make him pretty dangerous.
I love that. Well, Eduardo, let's hear from you. Hailing from Brazil, talk to us a little bit about your volleyball journey and how it brought you to Park.
So I started to play like when I was 11. I played with like guys that was older than me. So I got a lot of experience. And then I came to Park. I lived my freshman year with a lot of international students and handle like being a setter and handle all these guys in the court was hard for me. But I think we did a great job and we got to semifinals again. That was my first goal. The second goal was being a national champion, but we can't last season. So, and then after the season, I came to the national team from Brazil. That was such a great experience for me playing in a international and world level. So, yeah, I hope that I could help in this season.
Well, you certainly are valuable to the squad. Let's talk a little bit about the difference in just life. So, yes, the game of volleyball is probably different here for you at Park versus Brazil, but also just being a student athlete at Park. How are you adjusting, and what are some of the biggest differences?
Yeah, in Brazil, we of course we study and play, so we need to handle it. But when we're in college, it's a little bit tough. But I I can say that I'm a good student, so I can handle it well. I'm doing marketing, so it's a course that I like it, and yeah, I'm doing pretty much good.
All right, you're taking it in stride. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Just coming back your direction, let's talk a little bit about some of the other returners that are coming back from the Fab Four team. Who would you like to highlight there?
Oh, I mean, you've got Conference Player of the Year, senior, who's dying to get past the semifinals, Joao Friedrich. So he is, the thing is really cool is that we've got it. Last year, we brought a lot of new pieces in. And so having the season we did, almost a perfect regular season, was above what we thought was going to happen. This year, with the experience we have, Joao being our leader, we're going to start sophomores are better at every position. No freshmen are jumping in our lineup. So like we know each other. We know what's going to take. So whether it's Joao on the outside, we've got two middle blockers who are experienced. Mihalo, has come back from a great all-conference season last year. Velko is a sophomore, got a lot of experience on the outside. Joao Infante got a lot of experience on the outside. He's a sophomore. He's going to play a big role for us in the offense. It's we've got a lot of players. We've got some seniors and Gabe, a junior Nick opposite. We're deep. I can't name them all, but I mean we're 14 deep in practice. It's been some really high level practices, but it's going to start with our setter. And then the rest of it's going to trickle down with the offense that we have. So we're happy with where we're at. We're happy with the lineup. Yeah, we can't wait to get started. Start in 5 days, so can't wait.
The countdown's on. I love it. All right, you're obviously so pleased with the experience, as you mentioned. However, you do have some newcomers that are coming to the squad. Anyone you'd like to highlight there?
Yeah, so basically, and I mean, both are experienced. So Joao Bonanani, All-American libero at his previous school, is coming in as a junior. So I mean, you've got college experience, you've got a high-level player at the libero position. We've got a transfer, Leonardo Maldonado. He's got world championship level experience for his country in Mexico. So, like I said, we've got some young guys, but they're going to take some time to get on the floor. We are very experienced. It's going to be fun.
Very cool. Well, you're on the move to start. I'm going to get this right. Your team makes the trip down to Arizona for 3 matches early February. You're going to play a very familiar squad, Benedictine, Mesa, as well as the Masters and Arizona Christian. So what do you hope to see from your squad in those matches?
Well, because like I said, we've got a lot of people back. We work really, and the core is really good. Chemistry is great. We wanted to get tested. So we've been fundraising like crazy for the last 9 months to pay for this trip. But yeah, Benue Mesa, and that's their season opener too, down at their house. We wanted to see them early. We wanted to get tested. I mean, they've been to the finals the last 2 years, running past us in the semis both times. So let's see where they're at. Let's see where we're at. And then it'll give us a better idea of what to work on. The Masters, again, they were in the semifinals on the opposite side. Not going to be easy playing them on a neutral floor. And then Arizona Christian was really good in the GSAC. So we wanted a tough schedule. Like we fly out Wednesday, we're playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we're going to see where we're at. I have an idea where we're going to be after we come back, but I'm going to let the guys' work speak for itself.
Very cool. Sounds like the perfect evaluator tool, that trip for you all. So Eduardo, turning the tables over to you, just how excited are you and your teammates to go down and play, not only in the warmer weather in Arizona, but as Coach mentioned, some pretty cool competition?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be our first trip as a group that I think it's going to be so important, not like play in the highest level and different speed, but to build like relationships, to feel like as a family. So we're very excited and we can't wait.
That's awesome. How is the team coming along? Would you say camaraderie is being built? Obviously, with returning players, it's a little bit easier, but how's the vibe of the squad?
This is the first year. Oh, let me do this one. And then you got it next.
Go ahead.
This is my first year with the men's program where I actually have to like take extra days off because they are working so hard. So like we are scheduling extra days off to make sure that they can go and recover because they are going hard in the gym. And I mean, it's deep. So they've got to play well to go up against each other. So
Wow.
like I said, I'm looking forward to these guys being on the floor. Go ahead, Eduardo.
And also it's good to feel like that we know each other from last year, but at the same time we have some little things that we need to build and keep working to be a national champion, because last year we had that a little bit, but it was not enough and we want to win.
Gotta love that mentality. Coach, coming back to you, you have the unique task, and I imagine you would say honor, to also coach the women's beach team at the same time. I don't know how you do this, but how is it going for them as well?
So luckily we haven't started yet. Everything is preseason training and stuff like that. They won't try to start practice until we get back from the Arizona trip.
Okay.
The only reason I can pull this kind of stuff off is because I've got a great coaching staff. So Mateus Martins is associate head coach, and he was assistant coach of the year for the Heart. Luciano, Casey, like I've all my coaching staff are all alumni, so I can hand anything off to them, and they know the routine, they know what to do. So the team wins as a team, and the coaches we do a good job as a group. So it's a whole team thing we do here.
Very cool. And Eduardo, did you play beach volleyball growing up?
I played like 2 years when I was like 15, but to be honest, I don't like the weather, the sun. I don't like it. I prefer playing the court. It's better.
Ah, everybody has their preference. That's fine. Um, Coach, you've been around this game for a long time, and we're seeing more and more universities adding men's volleyball to their athletic programs. Can you just talk about the growth of the game, not only Midwest, but also across the country, and just your thoughts on that?
Oh, I think it's awesome. Just the opportunity, because I think the thing that people need to see is the level that men's volleyball is at. They just don't get to see the level of play. So like when the men play here, I mean, it's an hour before you get to the next closest university. So the Casey area, like when they get to come and see in, they'll bring club teams in, just the speed, the athleticism, the creativity that the athletes have. Like it's such a great variation of volleyball that they play. And so it's just cool that people get to see it. And the thing too is that there's a lot of athletes playing club in high school who didn't have the opportunity 5 years ago to continue to play. And now there's so many more opportunities for them to play. I think it's great. I love it. And I can't wait to see how the sport keeps growing.
Yeah, love that. Eduardo, coming to you with this next one, what does it mean to you to play for such a high caliber program in such an incredible conference? You're competing for a national championship and you get to play for a coach like Mike. I mean, what does that mean to you?
For me, it's so special. Like being a winner program that it's 3 times in the semifinals in a row. So it's so good, and also be coached for Mike. It's something good and special. We talked like four days ago, and we have such a good conversation. And he listened each other, and especially me as his setter. So I think that is the most important thing for a coach, that listen his players. So that's it. I'm really happy.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Coach Eduardo, thank you so much for participating in Media Day today and wishing you the best of luck on the floor this year.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you,
you so
Jillian.
much.